Today we have one task with us, and that task is regarding pivoting a table, and this task is shared with us. So let us check for the task. It is related with Power Apps task. So this is what we receive an image where we have a question that we will receive a Dataverse table, and it will have a data, random data, and the data of this table will have a column as name, job role, company, and education. Now, what we need to do in output is once the data is retrieved, the the screen should have the table reflected in such a way that the the vertical value should have the name, and again the horizontal value should have the designations, and the company name against the user, the employee, and the designation should be present in the table. So what they are trying to say is we let us assume we have a Vishal who is developer, and again he is working in Microsoft, and his education is BTech. So what will happen in name, the name will be present. Again the designation of Vishal is developer, so the column is developer, and in that column against Vishal company name is present, and education is also present. Similarly, Rono is a manager, and his job role is a manager, and he works in Google. So similarly, if we check the output for Rono, it is Rono as a name. Again, the designation with the column manager, and the company name is present in here. The remaining cells are blank. Similarly, for Rani, she works in LIT as a developer, so the name and the company is reflected. So we need to create a table in this way. So let us start to develop this. Before that, let me showcase you the table. I have created a dummy data for creating a pivot table. So we have the names, positions, the salary section is there, but we will not be using it. We have the company names, we have the educations as well. So let's go and create application. And here, let me create a new blank application in a tablet size. And here, let us rename a screen name as SCR pivot table. Okay, now let us add an visible property. Before that, let us add a data source. It's an employee table, so we will be adding it. And one more thing, I will add a link of this dummy table for your reference so that you can just use it by adding it in a Dataverse, or you can directly use the CSV file as a data source. After that, we have the data source present. Let us add an on-visible property. Here we will add a clear color, and let us name it as employee data. Again, the source is employee, so that's it. Again, what we need to do is we need to have the groupings. So we will again go for grouping, where we will add a group by property in here. Let's first check the output for this. Let's create a blank for refresh, and let's see the employee data. Here we have the details, but again we have to merge all the things. For example, we have duplicate names present in here. For example, Alice Smith, and her position has a manager as well as a developer. So for that, let us group the details again. And here, while grouping, what we will do, we will group the details by employee name. After that, company name. Before company name, we will group it by position, and after that, a company. And the name would be grouping. Details. Now let us close the parenthesis, and let us change the collection name as employee group data. Now let us refresh the screen again and see the output. Here we go. We have the group details present with us, where we have a company name, employee name, and the position against it. Again, we need education as well, so we will add one more column in here. wrong place. Let's just remove it from here and paste it in here. We go. Let's see the output again. We have company name, education, employee name, and a position with us. Now let's start developing a code where we will first take a horizontal gallery. Now in this gallery, the data source would be grouped data, and let's add a label in here. Let's disregard it. Let's rename this gallery to table header gallery, and again let us edit it and insert details, insert table label, and in here instead of using company we will use dot position. Now we have position features present in here. Let us just make it visible properly. And let's add this, rename this label as label designation. Now once we have this label designated, and let us resize this gallery, and yeah, that's it. And one more thing that we need to do is center align the columns and make them bold. Okay, and again we will add a background color for this. And again one more thing should be a column separator. So let's again go for edit, let's add a column separator, and here let us just make it a little bit small, and okay, and here let us just okay. Now we can see we have the header name already designed. Let us move it in here. Now we need to add one more thing, that is name. So let us move it a little bit here and add one more label. Let us rename it as label name column. Now let us align it with this so that it may look similar with this. And for its width, let us go in its width section and change it to LBL current position dot width so that it will be same with this, and let us align it with this so that we will have it visible properly. Oops, can we redo it? Yep. Now let us again go for x-axis and say label item dot x. X no, not for x-axis, go for y-axis for this, and add the property that label of y, and again table v plus table header gallery dot y. Now we have the proper axis aligned, and similarly for this, let us go for table header gallery dot x minus label name column dot width. And now it is aligned properly, but we can see it has, let us just add the color in here again. Now the alignment is pretty different. So in here for x, let us add plus 10, not in x, in y, let us add plus 10. Now we can see it is a little bit not aligned. Let us keep it 9. And again, the height should be the same as this column. So let us change the height with the label item position dot height. Now we can see the change. It has a little bit variance in y-axis. So let us decrease it to 8 again. Let's see. No, let's decrease it to 5. Now we can see we have it aligned properly. Now let us add a text in here as name and make it bold again. That's it. Now one more thing that we need to do is add a vertical gallery. I picked wrong gallery. Let's remove it. We want blank vertical gallery. So select this one, pull it down till here, and let us pull it till here. That's it. A little bit side. Okay. Now the first thing that we need to do is add a data source. Again, we will add a group data as a data source, and in here we will again add a label first. In that text label, we will move it aside and we will change the width of this label to name column dot width. So it will match it with it. And again, the value in here, the text value, that should be a name instead of dot company dot employee name, and we have it aligned in here. But if we check the name, still it is not ordered properly. So let us again go back in here, and in this, let us go back in on visible category, and again before grouping, after grouping, we will sort the column. So we will again add sort this column with the employee name and as ascending, and that's it. Let's just move it. Let us refresh the screen, and that's it. It's sorted properly. We have the name again. Now what we need to do is we need to have one more gallery that should be horizontal. Again, the data source should be, let us remove this, and again employee group data. Let us move this gallery aside a little bit. Let us add the x and y coordinates for this gallery. So let us move in here and say it that it should have the label 4.x and plus label 4.width. Now it is properly aligned with that, and let us move that, increase the width of this gallery then here. That's it. One more thing that we need to do is again add a label. Now the gallery is still starting from somewhere else. Let us just decrease it. No, instead of decreasing it, let us just move it aside, and the size of gallery, that is correct. Okay. Now in here, let's just zoom it a little bit and move it aside, and I think we have something wrong. The variable should be picked from here. This gallery, the label should be inserted in here. That's it. Now before taking this, let us again come up in here and add a detail that we would have this as dot position. Now this position is assigned properly. Let us just decrease this in a proper manner so it will get assigned properly, and again add this, update this label with a center aligned, and increase this width a little bit Before that, we need to increase the width of this gallery. Again, the width should be increased a little bit, and again, the width of this gallery should be increased. Okay, that's it. It's looking good, but the thing that is still remaining is the company name should be reflected properly. So for that, we will be naming it as reference label reference designation, and we will disable this the visibility of this as false. Now again we will take one more. Okay, now we will again take one more label in here, and now this label should be updated with a query that filter employee table, where a column of this label and a name L employee name is equals to, and here we are missing with dot text is equals to employee name, and again label designation ref dot text is equals to position, and that's it. Again, what we need to do in here is we need to add one more query of first, and this should be a source dot company. Okay, still it is not showing the output. Let's see what's wrong in here. If we check the company details, they are visible. If we check the filter outputs, they are still not visible in here. The error is telling while trying to retrieve data from network, the left side of equals to operates must be a property of entity. So what we will do, we will pull it from here and add it in here again, and similarly we will do same for this position, and we would add this position in here. That's it. We have the details retrieved, and again I think we have the details retrieved properly. Now let us try to check if everything is working fine. Before that, let us just increase the size and increase the size still here. Now one more thing that we need to do is we need to make this properly visible, so we'll make it a little bit light. I think this should be good, and for this we will again add a background color as this. So, and again for this we will again add the background color with this only. So we have the output ready. If we run a code, we can see a person as a, again we have some alignment issue. I think let's come back and make the alignment properly. Just decrease the size of this. Okay, that's it. Now let's run it and check it. We have the details added in ascending order. One more thing that is remaining is education. So let us just edit it again. Let us increase the width of this height. Actually, let's go in here and check for height, and the height should be exactly same as label with current position dot height. Now it is visible properly, and let's check for the width again. Label current position dot width. Now we have them aligned properly. Now one more thing that we need to do is add education as well. So in here, let us go back to the text for this. And we have a company name, and can we again add this. Okay, we have a company, and we will use the same for concatenation. We will use this, and parenthesis, the value should be in there as education dot. Okay, let's see what's wrong in here. Instead of going for this, let us go for using the function concat. This net this value with this item dot education. And let's close this. Again, the education looks way too big, so let us just make it. Let's see what's the output first. We have details with this, but it's messy, so we will add. I will update it again with uh, this label with a proper concat as this. Now we have it concatenated properly, but before that, we again need to add one more concat. It should be parenthesis and again a parenthesis with the end. But for this, we again need to increase the width of this. So again, let us come back gallery 4. Before gallery 4, let us increase the width of gallery this one. And with this name details, the height should be same as label employee name dot height. And for making it visible, let us move it a little bit down, and that's it. Still, it is not visible properly. Let us decrease the size of this text to 10. Now it is visible properly. Let us run it. Now again, we are having some problems with this education as the education is getting visible. So it shouldn't be happen like this. This should be blank. So let's see what's wrong in here. Go back to level 7 again, and in level 7 let us go for text, and in here the query that we applied is this. So instead of using this, what we will do, we will remove this query and we will use the similar filter that is used in here, but instead of using company we will use dot. Okay, so it is not getting visible, so we will look into one more thing. So we'll just remove this, and we will keep it as it is for the time. Let's create one more variable label. That label should have the employees detail first. The company should be present. Okay, now this label issue, let us name this label as label company name, and again let us add one more label. Let's copy this first and let's add one more label in here as dot education, and let's name it as label education. Now make this visibility of this text to false, and again for this text we will do the same, the visibility to false. Now we will take a main label with us and name it as cell, and in this cell we will add concatenate, and this concatenate we will add label company name dot text comma, it is getting reflected, so we will add comma in parenthesis, comma, label education dot text, comma, again ending parenthesis, and that's it. And one more thing that we need to do is add it below. For that we will again add a comma and this. But what we are saying in here is, let us just make the height properly first. Its height should be label company name dot height, and its x-axis should be the same as the label company name dot x. Okay, now the problem that we are seeing in here is the blank values are seeing this like this. So to avoid that, let us add one more condition in here. For cell, the value should be if string label company name dot text is equals to blank, keep it blank, else add this condition in here, and that's it. Yep, and now we have the details added properly. Let us run a code and see if it is working fine. Yep, but we have uh, some data hidden in between, so let us correct this first. So for that, let us again go in here and check the size. It is changed to 13. Let's change it to 10 again, and that's it. It's sorted properly. Now let us change the background color for this to a light gray color. I think we have done something wrong. No, we have changed this. Let's change this to light gray color, and that's it. Yep. Now we can see the data is properly reflected with the education. Let us save it. Before that, let us rename it as pivot table in Power Apps. Now, once this is done, let us publish a code. And let's go back in Power Apps application and run it. Here we can see the details are added properly and the data is reflected. Let us have some changes in a code from a table. Now in here, Ethan Hunt is a tester. Let's add one more details against Ethan.